welcome everybody to my video. I am making some food for lunch for me and the hubby. This took less than 30 minutes to make, 400-degree oven. And right now I am wiping down the portobello mushrooms with a little damp cloth. I've taken the stem out, and then I'm going to drizzle them with a little bit of olive oil and some balsamic vinegar. And I will place that in the oven and set a timer for about 15 minutes. All right, so while the mushrooms are in the oven, I am going to boil some water here for our quinoa. You must add garlic salt to the water. Must. So while I'm waiting for my water to boil, I'm going to chop up some green onion. I like to just kind of do it on a diagonal. I'll save a little bit on the side for the very end, but some of it I'm going to cook with the quinoa. I'm also going to dice up some peppers. I'm also gonna add some spinach in with the quinoa. I'll fold it in a little bit later, and just a big old hunk of spinach. If you don't have spinach, you can use anything green, any kind of leafy green vegetable, I guess would work fine here. Maybe even some parsley or cilantro would go well. But I love spinach, and we have a lot of it, so I figured why not throw it in. All right, got the garlic good and smashed, and the water is still not boiled. So I'll roam around and wait for that to happen, and then I'm gonna get really excited when it does. You can't just stare at water. Oh, and those are some sunflower seeds. Those are gonna go in to the quinoa after it's cooked as well. And you can use like pecans, walnuts, any kind of nut. I just like to add a little bit for some crunch. Yay, and the water finally came to a boil, so I'm super happy, can keep moving forward. So I'm just gonna give it a little stir, and we're gonna reduce the heat down to medium to low, and you can keep this without a lid and just keep stirring it accordingly. And then I like to just add whatever floats my boat as far as seasonings. So I'll add a little bit of salt, add some fresh red pepper flake. I'll add a bay leaf that we have, and I think that's it. Did I say garlic salt? Oh yeah, I love that stuff. Okay, now we can get the portobello mushrooms out of the oven. Yum, yum, yum. I'm just gonna set them over on the side until I'm ready for them. Basically just gonna wait for this quinoa to finish. But how will I know if the quinoa is ready, Veronica? Easy, get a spoon, taste it. If it tastes ready, it's probably ready. And this one is. Yay! So I'm going to turn the oven off. I'm going to put my oven mitt on because the handle is hot, and I'm going to strain out the quinoa. I'm going to add in the same pan a little bit of olive oil. Then we're going to go ahead and add in all that fun stuff that I chopped. Remember, I'm keeping a little bit of the green onions outside so we can have some fresh raw ones for the dish when it's done. So I'm throwing in the olive oil, the garlic, the peppers, and the green onions. Gonna get it all in there, and just gonna heat them up a little bit, move them around, get them nice and hot. By the way, I'm just using what I have in my fridge. We just got back from a long trip, so we're kind of low on things. I would definitely use some cheese in this recipe, but we have no cheese, so mozzarella might be good, or cream cheese, which I love putting in stuffed things. I went ahead and added the sunflower seeds so I can heat those up a little bit. If you toast them a little bit, it just brings out the flavors, and that's with any kind of nut. I'm gonna take that spinach right about now, and I'm gonna dump it in there and just fold it all in and let the spinach get nice and wilted. Just fold it in. Nothing fancy here. And then you're going to want to taste it and season accordingly. Oh, and now for the fun part. We get to stuff these bad boys. And I did season them a little bit with salt and pepper before you saw me put them here on the screen. I just add a little bit of salt after they've already cooked the mushrooms, so they stay juicy and tasty. So I can add as much stuffing as I want, right? Because we went the healthy route. We've got quinoa, we've got a little bit of peppers, onions, some garlic, and spinach. So pile it on, in my opinion. And then I'm making little holes on the inside here, just a little dugout there for some marinara sauce. Yes, my sauce comes canned. What do you want to do about it? All right, we can do another episode where I make some homemade spaghetti sauce, but you know, it's already made for us. And then I'm just gonna add some breadcrumbs on top. At this point is when I would add the cheese if I had any, but I don't. So instead, we're gonna go with breadcrumbs. You can also do Parmesan cheese on top, but like I said, we're out of everything. Ooh, and here they go. Now they've been in the oven. I put them back in for about another 10 minutes just to get the marinara sauce all nice and bubbly. And there you have it. Quinoa stuffed portobello mushrooms with a little bit of marinara. And I'd recommend heating up some extra marinara so you can pour over the top with your dinner. I love extra marinara. Who doesn't? And a happy husband indeed. All of this was done in under 30 minutes. Be sure to follow me on all social media at Hunger with V for more of my shenanigans.